Hello everyone, welcome to today's episode with God. Today we're talking about the acts of worship. What is worship? Worship is a means of reverence, it's a means of communication, it's a means of honor, exalting and adoring God. Worship is a way of expressing our love to God. And we should know that worship is not just about singing of slow song, singing of this certain type of song, being in this mood. No, worship is not a mood. Worship is a lifestyle. And in worship, there is an act. Let's go into the Bible. John chapter 4. Now we're going to the story of the woman at the well with Jesus. He said in verse 7, "There cometh a certain woman of Samaria to draw water. Jesus said unto her, Give me to drink." Verse 9 now. Then said the woman of Samaria unto him, How is it that thou, being a Jew, askest drink of me, which am a woman of Samaria? For the Jews have no dealings with the Samaritan. Jesus answered and said unto her, If thou knowest the gift of God, and who is it that said to thee, Give me to drink, thou wouldest have asked of him, and he would have given thee living water. What Jesus was requesting from this woman was not just the physical water she was drawing. It was not just from the physical well she was seeing. It was a worship from her life. He needed the worship from her. She herself is representing the well, and the worship from her is representing the water. But she was feeling it was just the physical water she was seeing Jesus needed. And just answered unto her, verse 13, Whosoever shall drink out of this water shall thirst again. That is the physical water she was seeing, the physical water she was thinking about. Verse 14 said, But whosoever drinketh of the water that shall give him shall never thirst. But the water that I shall give him shall be in him a well of water, springing up to everlasting life. When you give God worship, there is this joy, there is this river that flows from within of you, and you become a source to others. Now, she said in verse 19, the woman said unto him, Sir, I perceive that thou art a prophet. Our fathers worshipped in this mountain, and you say that in Jerusalem is a place where men ought to worship. This woman knew there is something called worship, and she believed there is a place where they worship, which is Jerusalem. But Jesus made her understand that there is more to it. It's not just about the worship, it's not just about going to a place to worship. In verse 21, Jesus said unto her, Woman, believe me, the hour cometh when ye shall neither worship in this mountain, nor yet at Jerusalem worship the Father. You worship. It means it's making us understand that they worship, but they don't know what they worship. He said, For salvation is of the Jews, but the hour cometh, and now is, when the true worshippers shall worship the Father in spirit and in truth.